is 37, you know, give or take a couple millimeters. It's 37 centimeters. So this is 60. So that means I have 23 left, 23 centimeters total, but it's on both sides. So that means that's 11 and a half on each side, and it will get me to the 60, this 60 right here. So here, I'll show you. Like, this opening is 37, and then I have 60 from here to here. So that gives me 11 and a half centimeters on each side, and these two inserts are about 7 centimeters each, give or take a couple millimeters. So what I'm going to do is measure 11 centimeters in on each side, and then take this screw and make a marking, and then measure 7 centimeters in from that, make a marking, 7 centimeters in from that, so then I can insert it like that. That's what I'm going to do. And then I have to be mindful because the border of this is 40 millimeters or 4 centimeters. So this part is for that bracket that I showed you. So I'm just being mindful. So that would give me about 7 centimeters left, which is perfect for this. So I could just start it here, which is what I'm going to do, because you have 36. I'm going to have 36 in the middle, plus 7 and 7 on, well, 37, plus 7 and 7 on each side, which is 14. I'm just talking out loud so I can make sure the math is right. So 37 centimeters plus 4 is 41, plus 10 is 51. So that's I in the middle here I have 52. So yeah, so that's 36, but I'm going to do the 60. So let me do the numbers for that. And then, yeah, so like I said, 37 centimeters is the opening. So I have to have the opening here. And then from 37 center point, center of 37 centimeters, and then out 7 centimeters on this side, out 7 centimeters on this side. So let me just measure just to be for sure. At the widest point, yeah, it's about 7. Well, it's like 6.5. But I'm going to do 7 just to give myself a little leeway. So, like I said, 37.7, that's 51, and this is 52. So I'm going to come in, that means I have 1 centimeter left total. So if I cut the 1 centimeter in half, that's 5 millimeters on each side would be my starting point. So from the inside. So I will start here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So what I'm doing is I'm starting here, and I'm going to measure 5 millimeters, and I'll start cutting there. So that's 1, that's 2, and the 5 is about right there. And then I'll flip it. One, 2. Oh no, I think let me double check this one. Yeah, I messed up. I measured at 1.5, and I needed to measure at 5. But it's hard to see because it's rusted. So I'll try to go this way. Yeah, that part is rusted too. What about this side? This side is all right. Yeah, I can see it here. So 5 millimeters is about right there. It's about, yeah, right there. Okay. And then 5 millimeters on this side is about, it's really hard to see because it's rusted, but I'll do the best I can. Let's say here. Okay. But actually, I need to measure it. I'll cut this off. So I'll do 60 just to make sure that it's right. So 60, 37. From 60, what did I say? That was 23. So I'll measure 11 and a half in on each side. Yeah, 11 and a half. So 11 plus 37, that's 38, 48, plus another 49, 59, and then the half is 60. Yeah, so 11 and a half. So I can cut 11. Yeah, the 11 and a half I can see. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, and then 11 and a half from this side. That's 11 and a half. And then I'll measure 11 and a half on the other side just to make it so I can cut pretty straight-ish. Let me just double check that I'm doing right. Yeah. So this will be the bottom and this will slide in. Yeah. This is for pruning, I think, so I might have to go get another saw, but I have to at least start today because I can't put it off any longer. At least I'll start. So 11 and a half right there. And then let me just do the other measurement. Let me make sure that's where it is. There's 11 and a half. That's the half right there. So hold it. It keeps falling. I'll hold it here. So right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get another saw from the hardware store, but it's fine. I have to start or I'll lose my motivation. Okay, there we go. And I don't want to cut too far down. I just need to cut, I'll measure I need to cut yeah, about, like I said, because it's rusted here. 5, about, yeah, I need to cut about 10 millimeters or about 1 centimeter deep so this can like slide in. So what I'll do is I'll mark the 1 centimeter so I won't cut past it. Let me Start at 5 and stop at 6. Actually, I'll use this actually. 5. And I won't go past that point. And then measure, let's see, 5 to 6. Don't go past that point. Okay. So yeah, 11. Start at 11 and then go in. What was about, yeah, 7. So I'll measure 7 over. So I'll put the end piece at 7. And I'll put the beginning of the open because that's a pretty wide, that saw has pretty wide teeth. So I'll start it on the further end. And then that way I'll do like a thing right here. So I'll know, don't go past there. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then measure 7 centimeters over on this one. So I'll put it at 7, and then, like I said, the furthest end, 7 is here. Then I'll move it in just a little bit because it's not actually 7, it's like 6 and about 68 millimeters, so not quite 7, but almost. Okay. There we go. It's not thinking. I'll have to fix it. Don't be scared, bitch. Don't be scared. Just be calm. Okay, again. 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 Alright. And then let me measure this. Yep. Then I'll take it and measure it up against this. And I can always, if I'd rather cut too small than too, you know what I mean? Yep. I might need to open it just a little bit. But I'd rather cut, like I said, cut too. Okay, this is not right. I feel like I fucked up somewhere. Maybe I should have cut it this way, 7. Yeah, I think that's where I messed up. So it should have been like this. How did I mess that up? How did I mess that up? Or what I could do is Yeah, I know where I messed up. I made the whole thing 36 and the opening should have been 36. So from here to here, yeah, I messed up. Instead of cutting it here, I should have cut the 7 centimeter. Yeah, so it would have been like, I'm so confused. Where did I mess up? Okay, 11 in. I had the first cut right. 11 in. So let me line up the first one. Ah, I see, because they're all not the same. All right, I get it. Okay, now it's making sense, because these are, you see, these are all different. Like this is sticking out. This is sticking out more than this one, so that's where I'm getting thrown off. Okay. So I just need to measure it from here. So 11 in. So that's 36. So 11 in. I won't worry about those parts. I'll just focus on this. 11. But why is that all the way over? I'm not understanding that part. That I don't understand how I messed that up. Why is that all the way over there? Because this is 60. You know what I'm going to do? I already cut them. So what I'll do is I'll change this. I don't know how I messed that up. Like, let me see. This part is 36-ish. Yeah, this part is 37. So I measured that part right. So the opening, and it should have been on the other side. Okay. So can I stop thing in there, or should I just move these pieces to where I already cut? What would be the smartest thing to do? What's the measurements on here? It's 30. Well, I would have like 24 inches. Maybe I should just do that because I already cut it and I don't want to. What I'll do is I'll take this part, but I know where I messed up. I cut on the inside of the 37 and I should have been cutting on the outside. So what I'll do is, yeah, I cut in these two pieces. I'll show you guys where I messed up. Here, from this outer cut to this cut is 37. So that part is right. See, from here to here, that's 37. I don't know if you can see that because it's the sun. There you go. That's 37. So that part is right. But what I did is I cut on the inside part instead of cutting on. I should have cut here. I should have put from 37, 7 meters here, and from 37, 7 centimeters, and from 37 here, 7. So that's where I messed up. So what I'll do is, instead of cutting a new piece and making more cuts in here, I'll take this and bring it closer so it can fit this part. That's what I'll do. And then right here, I was going to put the rebar here anyway, so the rebar will have more space. So I'll just move this in, and this part needs to be at least 22. And I'll show you guys why in a minute. Yeah, it's at least 22. Because what I want to do is take this and put it in there. So I'll have a place to sit and do, like, if I need to do a poo in the back, see? So I want to be able to put that there. And it looks like it doesn't fit here, but it does, because this outer part is 26 centimeters, but this part is 22. So you see, it'll fit. So I'll just do it that way and just take this mistake and make it not a mistake. Okay, it happens. I'm nervous. It's my first. I'm actually building everything from scratch, whereas on Chiga, that metal bottom part, the bike builder did, and I did everything else, the paint, the extensions up there, I did all the pop-up roof, I did that. But this, I'm literally doing it from scratch. That table right in there is going to be the bed. So, okay, I'm learning. So I want to re-rope these and re-glue them, but the glued stay. They've been like this for 3 years. So I'll just saw this part off, bring these two closer together, and then make them fit here. And like I said, it's not a big deal because the bucket still fits. So I'll end the video for the day, guys, because I just wanted to get it out of the way, because, you know, I'm nervous about doing this by myself and I don't want to mess up. But I didn't mess up, because now this bucket will fit for sure. So we're going to take it as a blessing. I love y'all. Pray for me. By the time you guys see this video, the tiny home will be built. So I love y'all. Peace out. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, and vulgar but respectful questions, no, let me stop. Be respectful, guys. But yeah, I love y'all. If you have any questions, seriously. Also, I kept most of my receipts. Some of them I don't have, like maybe 20 or 30 euros worth. But the receipts from the hardware shop, I kept them. So I'm going to tell you how much everything costs too. And the stuff that I don't have the receipts for, I remember the prices, or I can give you a roundabout price, okay? So I love y'all. Ciao for now. And all this stuff is getting upcycled. Wait till you guys see what I'm going to do with that. Love y'all. Ciao for now. Here's my bivy tent. Loved it so much. Bye. Love y'all. Ciao.